If you're one of my subscribers and you've been listening to the discussions on this channel, you'll find that we have come to establish that men are protectors, lovers, providers, and seed bearers, especially in the family unit. You see, men are there or supposed to be there to protect the family, to protect the community and the country at large. Men are usually the ones, when you look at how society is laid out and nature, men are natural protectors. It comes naturally with men to protect their own, to protect their wife, children, family, community, country. Hello everyone, welcome back to Breakage Barriers. If this is your first time of watching, my name is Blessing. What I do here is talk about culture and human habits. So in a scene whereby a couple, be they husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, find themselves in a public arena whereby the man is provoked to act, and this action is the type that needs protecting not just his family but protecting himself as well, because for the family to be protected, the man has to be there. So the man's safety is also significant. Thereby, the scenario here is that when a couple are in a public place or even private and there's an altercation which could lead to a brawl, or if that altercation is wisely handled, might not necessarily end in a brawl. It depends how the man, being the protector, chooses to react in that situation. Again, one thing to take into consideration is that a man or not, as a human, we all have variations of tempers. So when a man, being the protector, exhibits a hot temper, the wife or girlfriend better know how to relate or manage such tempers. That will be a determiner on how the man, being the protector, handles situations. But another determiner of how the man, being the protector, chooses to react is the spouse, being the woman of that man. Therefore, if the man is supported by a woman who happens to be a grave manipulator, that woman will probably be sending that man to an early grave. For even as the man is the head, the woman can be a representative of the neck. So the man, being the head, is controlled by the neck, which is a representative of the woman. So it's the woman, as the neck does, helps to turn the head. So I say, as a man, the type of woman or women that you are surrounded with contributes greatly to how you manage situations, whether publicly or privately. Because there are some women who can manipulate a man in a negative way in such instances of an altercation, by manipulating the man and situation to react adversely, which can make the man, being a protector, to either get into a brawl or remove himself and family from such adverse situation by acting more like a protector, removing himself and his family from such altercation, or choosing to remain in such an altercation by getting into a brawl, which could have an adverse effect on the outcome of that altercation. Therefore, as a man and the protector of the family, if you happen to be surrounded by women or a spouse, partner, that can instigate you to getting into a brawl, and you will know this from your previous life experiences and relationships with such woman, and how that past experiences have turned out to be, and you find that you don't want to be in such situations anymore. I'll give you 4 ways of how not to turn an altercation into a brawl, especially when you don't want it to go that way, and if you've got a hot temper that you're still working on. Okay, so 1, make sure you lay down a foundation for a peaceful reconciliation at all times, especially when you know you've got hot temper and you're not surrounded by a spouse or people who can help you control that temper, so you don't find yourself in situations that you cannot control or you do not want to be in. 2, as a man, you must understand that we women are emotional beings. That's why women are good nurturers. Women are sensitive people. Therefore, as a man, what you have to understand is that it's not all emotions that you give into. Recognize emotions that come from a place of manipulation, and recognize emotions that are genuinely in need of resolving, which could be emotions that come from a place of pain that you as a man need to pay attention to, so you can have some peace in your home and in your life. And 3, as a man, you need to be wise. It's not all fight that needs to be fought. It's not all altercation that needs to end as a brawl. For example, asking yourself if such altercation is worth your time or not. So be wise. And 4th, you need to be a man that loves de-escalating situations of altercation. It's normal to get into an argument as human beings. We fall in and we fall out many times as human beings. It's part of human relationship. These situations happen so we can better understand ourselves, where the other person is coming from, and how to present ourselves to others, so we are not taken advantage of, or we better understand the situations that we find ourselves. In addition to this, you need to be a man of resolution, a man that is more interested in resolving matters rather than escalating matters. Hence, if you find yourself in a type of altercation that you can see might lead into a brawl, you know yourself better, as we are all individually different. You know what to do to take yourself out of that altercation, or how to control yourself in that altercation, because at the end of the day, we can't stop people offending us, but we can stop ourselves or control ourselves on how we react to such situation. So if you found yourself in the past in altercations whereby you had reacted adversely to the situation, and looking back now you feel really embarrassed, that's the time to reflect and resolve by evolving to be better. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Hope to see you again in another video. Take care now.